Alright, chat. Yeah, we're gonna watch this Sea of Thieves video.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Sea of Thieves News. We've got precious plunder in the Season 12 Community Weekend. Drew Stevens is back with fresh updates, and we're headed to the Pirate Emporium for our first look at some exciting new items.
Alright, they got cooked up for us.
The Season 12 Community Weekend is nearly here. From the 15th to the 17th of June, pirates will be able to set sail for adventure with special time-limited voyages, and bag some nifty logging rewards too. Play Sea of Thieves at any point throughout the weekend to claim the Season 12 Community Weekend flag, a box of flashy fireworks from the Merchant Alliance, and the Performing Pup emote. For the duration of the Community Weekend, you'll be able to embark on Skeleton Fort raid voyages for each of the trading companies, regardless of your reputation level. Pirate Legends will also be able to take on raid voyages for Athena's Fortune too, so there'll be plenty of high-value loot on the seas. As well as these raid voyages, a single-use Legend of the Veil voyage will be available to all players, regardless of their legendary status. So even the most fresh-faced of pirates
Okay, so it's just a regular Veil, but everyone gets
Plunder is
it.
coming back too. Keep a keen eye on Sea of Thieves social channels throughout the weekend to gain clues on where fabulous fortunes lie hidden beneath the sands. It's time to count your coins. With our next game,
How many takes did that take?
We'll be bringing a wave of new goodies to the outpost stores. It's important for a pirate to choose the right footwear for their journey. And with the Gold Hoarder's boots, you'll be set on the path towards glittering adventures. And with your hard-earned gold,
Crab
grab some
sword?
incredible crustacean cosmetics. With the Ocean Crawler, Azure Ocean Crawler, and Deep Ocean Crawler,
These are gold
Heavy Sword,
items.
and Rapier. And to complement the look, you'll be able to get your claws on the Crustacean Courtly Jacket, the perfect outfit if you're in a pinch. Now, let's check in with Production Director Drew Stevens for news on exciting updates coming to the game.
Alright, so this is a pretty big change from what I gathered, chat. I
Hey
haven't actually
everyone,
watched
there's a
this
suite
yet.
of balancing changes coming to the seas, from combat to commendations. Let's get right into it. So last time, I shared that our ships were going under the magnifying glass, and their speeds were getting a balancing pass. Let's dig into what you should expect to see here. Unsurprisingly, as it stands today, the brig is the front runner in almost every scenario, regardless of wind, ship, or sail direction. It's time to readdress the balance. The approach that the team have taken is to ensure the emphasis is more on the crew's ship direction and sail management.
Chat, what did Joe,
during an
chat, what did Joe need to do? He used to do this, right? That's what Joe used to do. Just talking. Drew's got this going on. He's almost got the Italian if he goes this way. Yeah, this is his thing that he works with right here.
naval encounter. To boil it down simply, the number of sails catching the wind now more directly impacts the ship's speed. In a straight tailwind, the galleon with the most sails will now beat the brig, followed then by
Hold on, I gotta watch that
then
back.
direction and sail management during a naval encounter. To boil it down simply, the number of sails catching the wind now more directly impacts the ship's speed. In a straight tailwind, the galleon with the most sails will now beat the brig, followed then by the sloop. Then, in a straight headwind, it's flipped. The sloop gets less wind resistance from its single sail, and is therefore fastest, followed by the brig and then the galleon. Sidewind and crosswind scenarios should also follow suit, where angling the sails to catch the maximum amount of wind should allow the galleon with its 3 sails to trump the other ships. However, mismanagement of those 3 big sails would allow the other ships to counter and take the advantage.
Right.
Along with this suite of changes, the team have also fixed up sails in a headwind, so it's no longer beneficial to use flat sails. Instead, now angling the sails into a headwind will now reduce the resistance and grant that advantage you'd expect. We are conscious that this set of changes is going to bring buffs to the galleon and the sloop.
So hear me out. So that means that no matter what, the galleon that has the same wind as a brig, the galleon's going to be faster if you manage correctly. Is that right? Okay. I mean, that makes sense. I don't think that's awful. We'll have to see kind of how that works. And then I'm interested to see if you take dummy sails out flat, how much faster, like how are all the speeds going to be without dummy sails now? It'll be interesting to see. I don't really know how that's going to play out. I'm assuming it's going to be okay. See what's going on with it.
Knocking the brigantine off its top spot. We'll continue to monitor how
Let me
this
listen
plays
to that.
out Angling the sails into a headwind will now reduce the resistance and grant that advantage you'd expect. We are conscious that this set of changes is going to bring buffs to the galleon and the sloop, knocking the brigantine off its top spot. We'll continue to monitor how this plays out in live and assess potential balancing options in other areas to make sure the brigantine still has a home in the meta. All of these changes to ship speeds are going to be coming in our next update in June.
Okay.
Next up, weapon balancing. Strap yourselves in. With the introduction of 2 new weapons in Season 12, the team have been assessing how these fit into the meta alongside our existing weapons. It's probably unsurprising that the newly introduced weapons are struggling to pull their weight against the sheer power of some of our older weapon choices. The blunderbuss and sword continue to dominate the meta in both PvP and PvE encounters due to their stopping power and versatility. The double-barrel pistol has received some improvements over the last few updates, addressing some of the clunkiness and making it a more consistent experience. In June, we'll push this further with a quicker charge speed and a more accurate hipfire. The damage of the standard and charge shot will also be increased, with the charge shot now dealing 90 out of 100 damage to a player. The team will let these changes play out in June, and then we'll assess what further balancing changes might be needed in future updates. And to top off the balancing changes, June's update will contain some changes to commendations that arrived in Season 12.
So double barrel pistol is going to be stronger, more hip fire, quicker charge. Because you can't make it a 2-tap, then it's OP. Then if it's not a 2-tap, then you still have to shoot 3 times to kill somebody by yourself. Unless you charge it, obviously. But a double barrel pistol shot and a single blunderbuss pellet will kill somebody. Ooh. That could be crazy. Because you really could blunder snipe somebody. It could be pretty nuts. We'll have to see. I don't really think that'll move it into meta. It'll be really good in PvE still. I think it'll be really good for that. I don't know if it's going to be a game changer for PvP, but we were talking about it earlier. It might be good if you're in a crew of 3 or 4 and you have one guy running it. It just is putting out damage. Might not be awful. We'll see. Maybe there'll be some changes there. I still don't think solos or duos can make use of that weapon in PvP, but maybe.
A number of commendations have flipped from player only to crew shared to avoid scenarios where difficult commendations are being fought over by the crew.
Good.
A large number of commendations have also had their numbers reduced across.
I didn't even know they were doing that, but I always complain about that. Like if I'm on the captain of the boat, like and I'm driving and people are getting their like scatter shot hits, right? Like that should all be crew stuff. Most of that anyways.
Across the grades, making them a little easier to obtain. A few examples include killing sharks with the double barrel pistol, transferring loot to your ship using the tightrope, and cashing in the Horn of Fair Winds. There are a few other changes, so check the patch notes next week for all the details. For any scenario where players have earned more than the new total, they won't unlock that commendation automatically, and will need to complete one more to refresh the commendation. And finally, I can't go a news video without acknowledging that some of our players are experiencing a much higher crash rate than we're happy with. We do have some crash fixes incoming in June's update, but there are still a few that are eluding our team. While crash dumps are collected and sent to us by most platforms automatically, please ensure that you click accept and send these onto the team for investigation. If you're also experiencing reproducible crashes when performing certain actions, please raise a ticket with our player support team. The link should be somewhere here. Well, I think that's enough balancing talk for one video. Catch you all next time.
Good start. I'm interested to see, like I said, chat again, and I'll mention this in every video that has any sort of balancing. I am all for any and all changes to this game. Like if they want to change something, the game's 6 years old, mix it up, make it wild, make it crazy, make something stronger, make something worse. I do not care. You guys can do whatever you want. Make the game wild, make it different, make it interesting to learn and try new stuff in the game. Totally for it. I'm happy to see what they're doing with it. I hope I can dive in and find what's good or what's bad. And they change it again. That's cool too. Doesn't matter to me. Keep mixing it up. That's what I say. Keep it interesting. All right, let's go.
celebrate the Season 12 Community Weekend, we've got Twitch drops for everyone.
Yeah.
On the way. From the 15th to the 17th of June, watch any participating Sea of Thieves live
Watch me.
stream, and you could unlock the Sage Sea Dog Bucket, the Stormy Sea Dog Concertina, and the Eastern Wind Sapphire Silken Gloves. And
Actually,
padded
those
belts.
gloves are sick.
With a stretch goal of the Obsidian
Yo,
Captain
those
Concertina.
gloves are
And you
cool.
could unlock
Those gloves are sweet.
Sapphire silken gloves and padded belt, with a stretch goal of the Obsidian Captain's Bed. Perfect after a long day on the seas. For more information about Twitch drops and how to sign up, visit seathieves.com/twitch-drops. The current Xbox Game Pass Ultimate perk is almost at an end, so make sure to grab yours now. Subscribers have until the 22nd of June to claim a bundle including the Ebon Flintlock Pistol, the Onyx Tankard, and the Obsidian Flag. For those who tuned into the Xbox Game Showcase, you'll have seen that we've announced the release date for Season 13 of Sea of Thieves. From July 25th, Captain Flameheart returns to the seas, as does his iconic flagship, the Burning Blade. Pledge yourself to Flameheart, and you and your crew will be able to sail this incredibly powerful warship. Just don't expect the other crews of the Sea of Thieves to
You
give
guys
you an
see
easy
that?
time, as does
Look at
his
the
iconic
look at the
flagship,
cannon up by the
Burning
wheel.
Blade. Pledge yourself to Flameheart, and you and your crew will be able to sail this incredibly powerful.
Look at the guy. Look at the wheel right here, and then the guy on the cannon. This is gonna be cool because if you're the captain of the ship, you can still like jump off the wheel and shoot, which I think is sweet. So I think this is gonna be a sick update. I just hope people keep participating in it. I know that people genuinely tend to shy away from anything combat related as a seasonal thing. It's been kind of a problem in this game for a while. So hopefully the ship is a little bit more enticing and people will actually either team up to kill it or try to get it. I mean, that's what I hope for, but we'll see.
Powerful warship. Just don't expect the other crews of the Sea of Thieves to give you an easy time.
And it shoots a huge fireball,
And if
by
you'd
the
like
way.
to get a sneak peek at the features of Season 13, you can sign up for our Insiders program. For more details on how and when to get involved, visit seathieves.com/insider. In case you've missed it, we're in the midst of an Emporium extravaganza! From the 10th to the 17th of June, we're running a special sale with a huge selection of incredible cosmetics, available at a discounted price. For all the existing or aspiring captains who spend 2,000 ancient coins within the duration of the sale, you'll unlock the ancient coin trinket for your ship. We're also running the Emporium Extravaganza raffle, where one lucky pirate will be the winner to receive all of the currently available Pirate Emporium cosmetics. Did I read that right? That's right, all of the currently available Pirate Emporium cosmetics, including those from June's update. There's also 100 runner-up prizes of the upcoming Season 13 Plunder Pass. All you need to do to take part is sign up on our website and claim the free Self-High-Five emote from the discount sale tab in the Pirate
Self-high-five.
Emporium between the 10th and 17th of June. Simple. For more information, visit seathieves.com/emporium-extravaganza. And if that wasn't enough Emporium-related excitement, let's see what new items are on the way.
All right, what we got? Pet protector. Good color scheme. Got my color scheme actually. The red and the teal. Did those cannons look symmetrical? Maybe. Oh, might have new cannons. Wings? Uh-oh. Every MMO eventually adds them. Oh, they're gonna sell a ton of those. Warsmith's the one I see the most of. Yeah, that'll sell. That one will sell. First looks sick. Now you guys are going to be opinionated about that. Looks pretty cool. Alright, so yeah. June 20th, it seems like we've got a bunch of different content coming up. Oh,
These new items arriving with our next update on June 20th, we're also bringing back the Baleful Bloom costume set
which you cannot
and
see.
selection of Stormfish Chaser clothing.
Also cannot see.
You can also grab the tiny tree emote for free.
All right. So yeah, it seems like we've got a bunch of new stuff coming out. Some balance passes, like I said, which are totally cool with me. Emporium still rocking some stuff that I'm sure will do very well. And yeah, keep mixing it up, Sop. I think you guys are on the right direction with some of this stuff anyway. So we'll give it a crack on it. All right, let's log back in here and keep gaming. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the YouTube video today. On the way out, don't forget to follow the social media, my Twitter, my Instagram. If you've not already, please remember to hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Thank you all very much. See you on the next video.